We now return to Let's Play Cities Skylines. Okay, so I've reorganized this, and it's taken out pretty much a strip of blocks, but I've reorganized the roads. I've added a little turnout here for the services. As soon as this empties, I'm going to move it and possibly change a little bit. I have also fixed this thing so it works a little bit better. I've now got it split going under here on a highway thing coming out, and I do not know why they are stopping, because they should not be stopping. That is a problem right there. Let's grab you, and this will only be coming into that lane. Now, I guess I could change this so it's only, well, it is only a 2-lane. Okay, let me change this one too then. This one goes to this lane. This one goes to that lane. There we go. Okay, so I've also changed this so that it goes from 6 lane into this one with a turn lane. That allows me to get them coming in here. So now we've got coming from this direction, going out that direction. We've got a way for them to come in from this direction, and a way for them to go out onto that direction. So we've effectively done an interchange here. It should now fix this and make it look a lot nicer. Also, I have changed some of these. I have made it so that I don't know why you just went up that way. I've made a little gully here to set the rail lines through, and I will now have the bridges here. And this road that used to be going up the hill, I have dug a tunnel and now have it popping out here, mostly so that we can avoid any more of this just off the road intersections. I also want to change this. I want to actually move this road down to, well, I guess maybe here? I don't know. I want to extend this because I think that's what's going to fix this. Right now it's not too big of a deal. I also straightened this out, so now it's a little bit more of a square. And yeah, we're right back where we were. So one of the things, we've got a large amount of industrial demand, so I'm going to pause real quick and put this back in with some of the new industries, now that I've torn out pretty much all of the industries. And it's not going to be everything, because not everything's going to fit. Okay. So what we're going to do here is make some dead-end roads, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is the only way I'm going to get some of the much larger buildings in here, unless I tear out some of these, which is also an option. But if I can afford to fit it in here somewhere like this, we'll go ahead and do this option first. So what is this here? This is a household plastics factory. I need oil and I need plastics. I do not have those industries up and running yet. And honestly, so I said this was going to be my only industrial sector for this dirty kind of industry. But I think I will also end up setting up another one along here. Mostly because I do want to have trade ports, and I'm going to flatten all this out, and I intend to use the oil at some point. So actually maybe I should have it over here. So I'll have a little industrial area over here specifically for things like the oil and the plastic. So right now I just want to focus on some farming stuff and maybe some of the forestry stuff. I think I could probably put a forestry thing in here. I had an idea to make another rail connection going from here out to here, running past the farms. This hilly terrain, though, makes that look very weird. So unless I just did like a constant tunnel. But anyway, so that's all the industry that's going to be over here. And then, of course, I do want to do the mining stuff over here, probably with more farms, but for now, let's kind of focus on a few things here. So let's see, what do we got? Furniture factory, wood and paper. Well, that is pretty much right here. Fortunately, we can put this into this area, because it does, in fact, have, well, let's fit it in right here. Should I maybe move it off? Yeah, okay. It's right across the road from these guys, so they can supply it quite nicely. And, Wood Vision office furniture. Okay. Not a fan of this, but maybe I could do like a bike path or something along this backside. Oh yeah, another thing I did, let's let this run. I went in here and I changed a lot of these to bike paths. So what I'm going to do in Central City is I'm going to come into the policies here and I'm going to say... where is it? City planning? There we go. Encourage biking. Encourage biking. Why did that... Oh, because I just chose it for everybody. So now... God damn it. Encourage biking. There. So now, hopefully, we'll see a little bit of traffic reduction in town here, while everyone is using the bikes. I feel like the bike lane should also work well with all of these little alleyways that I've built in amongst them as well, so hopefully now there will be a lot more choices for that. And we're actually seeing quite a bit of foot traffic. Also, I guess, let's just take a moment and appreciate some of the weirdness of this game. Let's just pick... I don't know, let's pick you. So Mary Campbell is parked here. She lives, okay, not too far away. She, however, works at the food factory. Well, Ashlyn Clark is walking. Okay, I did see a few people, and I never see these people when I need them. Charles Roberts is just over here working. Okay. I come in every now and then and click some cars just to see where people are at. She's going to the parking garage for no reason. Her car is right here. She's on her way there. It's because this is considered a park. It's a mod asset. So, Katie resides there. Okay. Dang it. I do come in every now and then, and I find people who are very far away from their vehicles. Like, I'll find some people... Okay, so like you. How the hell did you get over here? Her car is way back here. I just find things like that every now and then. It's interesting to me. Anyway, we'll let the game continue on. I've done a little bit more decoration around the mall. I guess, let's see. Let's put in a few things. Let's put in like a statue of shopping, how about? This would be kind of a commercial center. I don't actually want this here though. Let's first put in a parking lot. That is not the right place to be in for parking lots. Put in a big parking lot first. That's not going to fit, so screw that idea, I guess. Well, that's unfortunate. This would be nice if it would fit next to this. I'm just looking at this. There's a lot of people parked on the side here, and I don't like it. So I would really like to adjust that, but apparently this is just one too many. Could do this, I guess. That looks really bad, but do something like that. Then we'll come back in here to do this shopping plaza thing, and just add a few. Okay, whatever. It's the same tree, and it's actually, I don't like the fact that it sticks out there. I also don't know how you'd get into parking here. Let me move you over just a minute. There you go. That thing is still there, though. Okay, how about a pathway? Kind of ridiculous to put a pathway here at the moment because, you know, the sidewalk is right there. This game has a few things that do get to be annoying sometimes. It's okay though, because apparently no one pays attention to the traffic anyway, and they just drive through whatever lines they would like. I wish these were smaller. I don't really understand the purpose of them. They add a little bit of texture to the ground, sure, but you can't fit them in anywhere like bushes. Whatever. And then, to get rid of that horrible thing, we'll start utilizing the texture paint. No, we won't. Texture paint doesn't like pathways. Okay, well, we'll leave that for now, I guess. God, that looks awful. Okay, what else can we put in? So we need a lot more industry. Like a lot more industry. Let's come in, think about lemonade factory. This is the enormous thing that I could put in here, but I think I'll put this somewhere else. Not sure where yet. Electronics factory, clothing factory. We got a lot of the stuff for this. It does not fit. It might fit here though. So like if I got rid of one of these roads, could put that here. Okay. So this is an issue. We will not be able to put that there. Not if I want this to develop in any kind of normal capacity. What else do we have? Why is industry just so damn big is the first question. Okay, well I guess I could maybe take out a road in one of these areas here. But that, okay, well, I want a little bit of variety. So let's maybe take out this road here. That is the wrong one. Oh, God. Okay, so that's not how this is going to work. Clearly. So I guess on these ones, we'll just go ahead and put the regular industry so it develops however bizarrely this usually develops. Let's try that. I'm not really a fan of that just because of how it's going to put things on this side here, and I imagine when this develops it's going to give it all kinds of jank. It'll look weird. I did say I wanted to do something about this for flattening, but I'm not really sure how to go about doing that. So I could grab, say, here. Let's maybe grab the brush size a little bit bigger. That may be too big. Maybe if we do a little bit of this, we can smooth it out. It won't transition so horribly. Still got a slope. In fact, this might just make it worse, who knows. But yeah, like this, I want to avoid this sort of stuff. So we can't be doing this. That's not connected. Okay, you know what? We'll just do without it then. Not every square inch needs to be filled in with something. I wonder what I could do to fill that in. I don't actually know. Anyway, we got other things to do. Oh yeah, I also fixed the public library. Changed that. Put it out this way instead, so I could get some commercial along the side. And right now, I think I will just go ahead and preemptively do all this, like so. Yeah, I don't know why I'm actually putting that there if I'm intending to replace that road. I do kind of want to make some other commercial center areas. Let's do an education thing before we get into that. We need a university, and I would like to have some kind of community college deal going on. So, I mean, I guess I could pull out, do a turnout here. But I don't have much by way of, say, like a stadium or anything. There's definitely not... Yeah, shoot. So in order to get that, it really just isn't. No, we don't want that. Like, these are enormous, and I don't want to put one of these into a residential neighborhood because that just doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever. Okay, that's a little bit smaller, but I think I'd rather save these for things. Do a shopping center. Actually, we could do a shopping center. Well, we got a shopping center right there. Let's do a shopping center kind of along here, maybe? Yeah. There. We'll put a shopping center here. And we'll do a parking lot here, and then this parking lot can take control for this situation, and then have a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I even want to put anything along here. I guess I could put a small strip of... is that necessary? I think we can just fill this in. It'll be fine. We'll leave that out. That doesn't help anything except the commercial. We need to go back into industry. So let's get back down into here. This is the whole point that I did this for. Car factory. Well, how about we work on the forestry a little bit more then? Let's do some storage. Let's see what this does to the terrain. Okay, not a fan. But there's unfortunately nothing like this that we can just fit in here that isn't going to be so big it has to alter the terrain. So, let me move you for a minute. And then we'll come in here and maybe dig away at this hill a little bit. Maybe cooperate a little bit more. Why aren't you doing this? I need a little bit bigger one. There we go. So now let's try moving you over here. And that looks better. Sort of. We dug into some weird stuff, but it's fine. Okay, so now that actually fits. That can be fine there. It's not actually an industrial building that does anything, but how many people does it soak up? None. Apparently none. That's alright. Let's go back in here. We've got, what? Pulp? Okay, well, so one thing we need. I've got timber, paper. So let's put down another paper thing. Should be a pulp mill, which is enormous. But we can do it. So I'm just going to extend this out here to some indeterminate length. And we'll just kind of drop a big old paper mill right in there. That is quite the eyesore. And might be better elsewhere, but unfortunately has to be within the zone. And it is also starting to dig into the hill. Okay. Well, let's do... that kind of parking lot is not going to work. I could make some kind of pathway there, but I don't like that. So let's move you slightly to the side. God damn it. Why's it gotta be so finicky? There. Apparently don't have water down here. Why are you fussing about the water? We out of water? No, but we're almost out of sewage treatment. Should probably look at that. Boy, I really don't like these things. And having a little bit of pollution, it's just out of where the water's being picked up, but I think this is going to pollute the water if I do this. Generally, you don't have water treatment right next to the intake. Pollution's only 7 on this one, and it's very big. So the biggest one has the less pollution, but no easy way to put it anywhere. That's a little bit frustrating. I wonder if just putting another pipe somewhere would fix this. That is not what I want. Zero pollution eco outlet. Is that the best I can do there? Sure. I need pipes. Okay. So somehow sewage treatment is just pouring it into the water. Sure, makes sense. Anyway, yeah, that's really going to put a damper on what else I do with this space then. And I guess I could move these tanks over to here. Pause for a moment. Don't want to destroy that, I just want to destroy the pipe. And then we could put this advanced eco thing in here. Sort of works. Okay, now we're up to snuff. It will slowly over time create a little bit of pollution though. Which doesn't really make any more sense than just pouring it straight into the river. So maybe we don't actually need this now. It has actually a surprising effect, but that'll be fine. We need to get back into focusing on, well, anything. Just focusing on anything at this point would be good. What else do we have here? An engineered wood plant. That's what that must be. We have biomass pellets. You know what? That is less offensive than that thing. This is quite terrible looking. It is a pulp mill. What does it produce? 95 workers? And this has only 70. Pollution 25. Pollution 30. It may be a fair trade. Oh, wait a minute. I've got one. There really aren't too many choices here, are there? Not really. So I guess we could put in a storage unit. What did I just put down here? I put this one down here already, didn't I? How about just like a timber yard then? Seeing as how that would be right next to the wood plant and the sawmill. That'll fit. And then we can just come in here and do like it if we maybe... Nope. This game really is for people that don't get fussed about this sort of stuff. Alright. We need water going through here. Okay. So I think this will be the end of the industrial area. For this anyway. We need to grab you, and I will say, let's narrow you down into this, and so I still think I could put some industry up here in this area, but for now I think we'll just leave that as is, and then this will connect up somewhere somehow. But yeah, so that's added a little bit. Let's continue adding just your regular old generics. Actually, we should probably do a warehouse at some point. That might be okay. Let's maybe put a warehouse here. It'll help get us goods. Stored products of just unique factory products? Sure. Not really sure what we're bringing in there, but we'll give that a shot. And then we'll just fill this with some generic industry, how about? Just see what that brings. And I'm thinking of maybe putting some industrial fencing up along here, or at the very least trees. Trees would look nicer, but of course because of pollution in this area, that is not going to develop very well. Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's think about... Well, let's think about doing this. Let's go ahead and put in... I guess I'll just fill this in. I don't want too many unique buildings in the same block. What else? What else? Kind of thinking of moving the library. Because I figure, you know, I mean, first of all, it's in the central key. So it's in an area that is specifically chosen for luxury, and therefore I feel like this would be somewhat prime real estate, and so having a library right there doesn't make a lot of sense. You'd probably have that more closely tied down here somewhere. So you could put it right next to that, but why don't we put it next to... I don't know. This is actually quite big. Yeah, alright. We'll put it right next to the school, and I will come in here with my... pathing. Nope, not there. There, that works. This not so much. We're seeing a little bit of a problem there. Everyone's trying to get off at the corner. Enjoy that. Other things I want to do. While I'm thinking about these kinds of buildings, let's talk about doing something like this. This should be... I mean, this kind of needs to be a commercial zone. But it may also be interesting to have it, say, here. So let's do that. Let's do a... This one. This is a luxury hotel. This should be down here somewhere. We could put it like here. Like here. fancy plaza right next to it. What other unique buildings do I have? I do have casino. I'd like to put a casino down. Unfortunately, where it needs to go is kind of blocked. You know, the whole spiel about what the boardwalk was and what it offers, it needs to kind of have casinos and hotels down here. You know, would have fit in this, but it's not going to fit anywhere else. So, like, unless we make this a super block, which I'd rather not do, this casino, I guess we'll just have to go kind of out of town here. We're already seeing some of these buildings are for tourism buildings, and they only have one level, which is interesting. Crest Resort, so this must be some kind of hotel. But you're seeing that the buildings are developing, in particular, for these things. So maybe the church isn't a good spot either, right here. I was kind of hoping that these buildings would, well, become a little bit more like this. A little bit taller. But for some reason they're not. We are seeing a lot of traffic going through the park. Oh, okay. So, these roads here are... Let's do speed limit? Speed limit. Those are 40. One-ways are 40 as well. Because of the way the game works, and its prioritization, it doesn't get... Cars don't like driving on... well, they won't prefer one-ways. The whole purpose of a one-way in real life is for increased traffic flow, so that it's actually faster. The big avenues here are set at 50. Unfortunately, there's no 5 increment, but what I'd like to do is change these, I guess, to be... Oh, and you have to choose... Really? Really? Okay, well... I'd like the one-ways to increase speed so that we can trick the AI into using the one-ways more often. Because the one-ways, in my... Boy. We're stopped up on this. Looks like. Why are they all in this row? See, so clearly no one's going over that way. They're all taking a turn here. They are. They're just staying in the left lane. Why? They could easily do double lanes here. So, okay. Well, it looks like then they're all preferring the left lane. So I'm going to have to come in here and do something like this where we just say, no, you're going to turn into that lane and that lane if you're turning. Okay. So I'll do a lot of off-camera work with that. I'm going to be, you know, upping speed limits and I guess fixing snafus like that. What a mess! What fun! What a mess! I'd like to, after that though, actually really get focused on something. So either, you know, build this civic center, or come out here and build the park next time. And just actually try and develop something that's new. In fact, with this industry need, maybe I should just finish off my farming area too. Get these 2 farms out here, move the landfill. Okay, so there's a few things to do. Anyway, time to end this one here. I'll see you next time.